Season 5 of DMZ is what we're busy with here. We're looking at the Shadow Company factions, tier 2 missions. This one's called The Old Place. Let's go. Now, first things first, let me be honest. I think a lot of players are going to actively try to skip this mission, or they're going to have a really hard time with it and they're going to hate it. And that's because this mission expects us to go to Building 21, and we have two objectives to complete there. The first one being to kill 8 Coney soldiers inside Building 21, which isn't difficult at all. Coney soldiers are swarming this area, so that's not going to be a challenge. But your second thing that you need to accomplish here is to extract something called the extraction protocol from the map. Now, if none of that sounds overtly difficult, the problem really is the fact that most players go to Building 21 to PvP. Hardly anybody concentrates on extracting the weapons case or playing objectives or accomplishing missions, as this is mostly an area where players go with rocket launchers, grenade launchers, shotguns, with dragonfire rounds and all of that, and basically they're just going here to do full-on 3v3v3v3 PvP. So you're gonna have a super hard time doing this solo, and I tried for almost an entire weekend to do this solo before I just started randomly filling up with strangers and actually trying to accomplish it that way, and I was actually successful. Now, this makes me a little bit sad because you guys know my usual shtick is doing all of these missions solo, something I've been doing since the very first season of DMZ, and I really do actually enjoy it. But the sheer amount of explosives and just for some reason cheaters actually prevalent on this particular location made this a very unenjoyable experience. So I absolutely advise you to go in here with a squad. Even if you're just filling up with randoms, you might end up on one of those squads where guys are using aimbot and shit, and you can actually just get the mission done. I don't blame you. It is what it is. This place is hyper toxic, so do whatever you can do to get this accomplished. But what I do want to mention though is, as said, the Coney soldiers is not the problem with this mission. The fact is that you need to get this extraction protocol, which is a document, and you need to be extracting this out of Building 21. Now, any of the Building 21 extractions will work, and the good news is this document actually drops from the Coney soldiers. You can also sometimes find it lying around in rooms on like desks and stuff like that, but the sheer amount of Coney soldiers that you're going to have to wade through to get to the extraction is most likely going to see a lot of these drop, and you can simply just grab any one of these documents, and that is all you need to do. As soon as you extract this document and you've killed the 8 soldiers, by the way, you don't have to kill all 8 soldiers in one deployment. You can whittle away at this, but as soon as you've accomplished both of those sets of objectives, you're going to be done with this terrible mission, and hopefully all of us never have to go back to Building 21 ever again. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Go on and give this video a like if you found this information useful in any way, as well as subbing to the channel if you enjoy content like this, you know, mission guides and key guides and all of that stuff for all things DMZ. Other than that, it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world, except Building 21. Until next video, fucking cheers.